Toni, did you research your role when you decided to? Because it's such a risky
Yeah,
character.
absolutely.
You play several characters, really.
I didn't know that much about dissociative identity disorder, but I knew that it came from a serious place, and then the more I found out about it, the more I realised how serious it is and how horrible it is, and none of us wanted it to, make fun of it or misrepresent it. So it's thoroughly and rigorously researched.
What about you? Did you research your role? Because your
I have
character
to say
on
not
The Big Bang
that
Theory
much is what.
speaks like not English, right?
Like,
Yeah,
not
but that
English.
really has so much to do with memorization,
Yeah.
and I mean, me and Johnny did go. He's my best friend, physicist in the show. We did drop by UCLA, where the guy David Salzberg, who is our fact checker, basically, he's a real life physicist, and he makes sure we're as accurate as we can be. We hung out with them for like a day and toured around it. And I mean, we both said it was like the only thing it really served to do was to see how many different types of people there are in this, and to try and put a box around something, because trying to get your head around any of the science only served to prove how special the minds are that actually deal with this.
Is it hard to retain the lines if you're speaking about things that you don't quite understand?
No, sometimes it's easier. The hard one was we had this weird, I've said this before, it came to me so quickly, there's this weird thing out there called rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, which anybody's played rock, paper, scissors, I guess, And then there's this lizard Spock aspect to it, which don't ask me to explain. But the problem was that I understand rock, paper, scissors. I understand that enough, basically, to hang myself with it, So I would have it in my head, like, I know what I'm talking. What is next? The science is so foreign to me that I don't know. I understand it just not enough to make it sometimes.
Do you guys have any tricks to memorize your lines? Like, do you have a
flashcards?
Way to do you do flashcards?
I have my little 3 or 4 cue words on the front and the whole line on the back.
Ooh,
pace around.
Wow! And
Okay.
you do? And do you write them? Does someone write them?
I write
for
them
you?
out. That is probably
Part
the
of
biggest
it,
key
yeah.
of all for me,
Yeah.
is that I actually hand wrote. But I've always handwritten my lines out. Otherwise, I can't. I don't know. It's very visual. Is it very visual, or is it very physical, or it's both? I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. Do you have anyone run them with you? Do you like running them with anyone other than the actor that you're doing the scene with?
Yeah. I mean, the night before, I'll get my husband.
Yeah.
Once I had my mother-in-law was staying with us, and it was a really raunchy part of. I think my daughter was kind of talking about sucking and f***ing, and I was getting her to read it, and secretly just.
I was driving my son to his school, and I start hearing him talking, and I'm like, what? Why is that familiar? And then I realized he's reading a 2.5 Men script in the back seat, and to me, which is cute until we get to talking about the plastic boobs and God knows what all raunch we're hitting in 2.5 Men. And I was like, honey, could you just give me that? Try to be subtle about it without raising a red flag.
Did you ever have a point, other than being a weatherman, did you ever think, well, if I can't make it as an actor, this is what I'm going to do?
I don't know.
Did you have a backup? Did any of you have
No,
a
I
backup
didn't have
career?
a backup.
No.
No.
When I was little, I filled out a thing that said, I want to be a comedian, an actor, or a masseuse.
Is that
But
true?
that's but that's because when I was little, I would rub my parents' shoulders and they'd go, "You're so good at this." I realize now,
got a
they
real
wanted me to
skill.
keep going, and I'd be like,
Hey!
"You have such strong hands, really?" But yeah, I can see they said that, so I would keep going. That's okay.